Hi, I'm Sean Waxenfelter with the STW Group. This is the first of a multi-part series on employee onboarding. Stay tuned for our insights. We're talking about employee onboarding for 3 reasons. 1, it is something we're very passionate about. 2, it's something we receive a lot of questions on. And 3, it's absolutely something the companies need to embrace and execute on well in order to thrive and grow. How do we know? We work with many complex organizations, from small to Fortune level, in financial services, insurance, higher education, manufacturing, and healthcare, just to name a few. Our experience and our focus on continuous learning of latest trends and best practices are how we're able to help companies define the right employee onboarding strategy for their workforce. You'll learn more about how throughout this series. There's plenty of data that shows a direct and strong correlation between a good onboarding program and employee retention. If you're in growth mode, new hire retention is an important component to your growth success. Research by Glassdoor found that organizations with a strong onboarding process improve new hire retention by 82% and productivity by over 70%. Think about it. How often are you having to replace newly hired employees? Do you know how much that costs you in terms of both time and money? Here's some more data for you. The average cost to hire a new employee is over $4,000 and takes somewhere between 40 and 50 days. That $4,000 includes your hiring team, job board fees, and background checks, but not much else. That's just the cost to get them in the door, not to mention the cost you incur once they're part of your organization and up until the time they leave. You may spend 3, 6, 10 months with these new hires. Well, that's 10 months of an employee's salary, 10 months of your team's time cultivating relationships with this new person, 10 months of their manager's time getting them up to speed, and 10 months of all the training you may have sent them through, all lost. When you add up all those expenses and the employee leaves, particularly in that first year, the cost and impact of that loss is significant. What we're talking about here is protecting your hiring investment. And as we heard earlier, one of the most important ways to do that is to ensure a robust, effective, and engaging onboarding strategy. For the sake of this series, we're going to focus on mid-sized businesses, which we'll classify as more than 50 employees and between 10 and 500 million in revenue. But make no mistake, these insights are derived from our work in large Fortune-level organizations and are just as applicable in small businesses. Too many organizations, regardless of size, don't have an effective onboarding program, or worse, just don't have one at all. But we feel businesses with more than 50 employees and within that 10 to 500 million range of revenue tend to have a fair degree of complexity, high turnover, are typically in growth mode, and these businesses may not be able to absorb the impact of a new hire leaving within that first year, as well as a larger company. For those reasons, we believe mid-sized businesses have a tremendous opportunity to standardize the way they onboard new employees and assimilate them into their organizational culture. In this series, we're going to talk about strategies for how your onboarding program can be designed and answer questions like, how long should the program be? When should it start? How do we handle onboarding our remote employees? How do we implement and execute our onboarding strategy? And much, much more. So stay tuned for our next video in the series. In the meantime, check out our website or give us a call and allow us to share our insights with you. Until then, I'm Sean Waxenfelter with the STW Group.